Okay, so this is like, I don't know, the third or fourth time I've explained this today across multiple test recordings. So we're going to be doing some jackboxing, which is just using a jackbox because it's easy and it's cheap, just to go out and do a single run. You might notice the wanted indicator in the upper right. It's because I have switched to the black market faction because I want to unlock the ballistic weapons and take them back with me to the association once I can. I have also switched to mouse and keyboard instead of controller because I was tired of not being able to hit things, and sniper rifles are extremely the meta at the moment, for better or worse, because there are a lot of hit registration issues. So I just need to be able to aim to play this game, basically. But let's go ahead and get started. We're going to see how this goes. Maybe it'll go great, maybe it'll go poorly, who knows? I forgot to ensure things, so I guess we're going to play extra safe. There's my beautiful Jackbox. Piece of junk, but it's a free piece of junk.
Don't worry, you have me at your side. Nice weather. Let's hope it stays that way.
So the biggest difference that we're going to encounter when it comes to being a black market player is that if a player spots me, they are probably going to shoot at me. There's no reason for black market players to refrain from killing each other, and association players are either going to want to defend themselves or they're going to want revenge. Even though I personally haven't killed any association players, revenge is not rational. And also they have no way of knowing that. They technically do have a way. My bounty is only 10k, and 10k is the minimum bounty you can have as a black market player. Being a black market player is the only way you get a bounty.
Keep your guard up.
But if a player looks at my bounty, they can determine that I haven't been killing people based on how low it is.
Casualties are common in this area.
But when you spot a black market player, you don't really have a lot of time to look at the top of the screen to see their bounty.
Detected by a chaser.
Cooling fence? Yeah, I need cooling fence.
We can make progress on a request.
Always use power cables.
The area is rife with bounty hunters. Be ready to flee if the situation turns south.
There's Etria ore over there.
AO search. I'm not detecting any new AO
Precious ore over here. I'm a big fan of that. This is actually a pretty good place to get dropped in for the kind of stuff I need for requests at the moment.
This is quite the rare item. Gazer detected.
I definitely never would have found that if it weren't for my Megas highlighting it. Defoam's got a little bit of a different outfit. I'm also using other Megas more frequently. I have a full set of the base 4, which are Growl, Ibis, Lock, and Gourd. But you get your starter Magus, and then every time you go up a class or a request near that, you get a free Magus ticket that will get you one of the first 4. There's nothing stopping you from getting the same Magus for all 4, even like the same archetype for all 4. But I wanted one of each, so I've got one of each. The Magus I have, mechanically, I've got the Cradle support, that's Seafoam. I've got Anti-Cradle, that is Umber, which is a Growl type. Seafoam is an Ibis type. I've got a Weather Gazer, which is Snowbank, who is a Lock type. And I've got a defensive Magus, which is Gibson, my Gourd type. I named him Gibson because I've been reading a lot of William Gibson's work recently. And by reading, I mean listening to an book format because I've got ADHD, and we take what we can get. If audiobooks are how I can engage with books, then that's how I'm going to engage with books.
Keep your guard.
I'd rather listen to an audiobook than not do books at all, you know? And, you know, Burning Chrome was really interesting as an audiobook because there's a lot of great performances in Audible's available version of Burning Chrome. They get a lot of different performers for each of the short stories. There's a lot of characterful stuff in there.
Primed and ready to go.
Of course, Gibson's work in Burning Chrome is a little misogynist. You know, it is what it is. Women are pretty inaccessible to the characters present in Burning Chrome. It's all men. A lot of how they relate to women that are pretty opaque to them. A lot of femme fatale things going on. It's unfortunate, but far from the worst I've ever encountered. I mean, I play video games, so I encounter worse misogyny all the time. Except for in Dogfight. Man, Dogfight is bad.
Nice.
Like, oh.
Ender has sustained
Oh.
damage. You've sustained light damage.
Listen,
Cargo weight increased.
if you want
Mobility has
to
been
have a bad
drastically
time,
reduced.
listen or read the entirety of Dogfight from Burning Chrome. It's just a really bad time. I don't like it at all. I'm currently getting a call from a scammer. I know it's the same scammer that I've been in calls from for a while now. Not answering that.
We have arrived at the radar site. We can make progress on a request in this area. The area is rife with bounty hunters. Be ready to flee if the situation turns south.
Yeah, bounty hunters do like to hang out here because there's a
I'm not detecting
AO
any new
crystal
AO
that is
crystal
frequently available down below us. Take a look. Is this protecting me? Yeah, this is good enough to protect me from the weather.
I've used the data collected to mark a point of interest on the map. I recommend
I have to
exploring
rush
the area.
across. I don't have the firepower to extract right here because this, trying to extract right here is, I'm going to run into at least 2 bandits, probably 4. So instead, oh, that's not great either. None of this is good. All of this is bad. We're gonna go here. This is a bit of a death trap.
Very well then.
It's not.
Destination set.
This is much less of a death trap, but using it would require combat that I can't do in a
I detect the faint
Jackbox.
sound of an engine somewhere. Cradle detected. It's a bandit.
I know where
Commencing
those 2
analysis.
bandits are.
Halting analysis. Analysis failed.
I am beginning to consider. What if I
Weather
just went for
resistance
it?
has dropped to half.
What if though? What if I just went for
The
it?
target's with the association. Commencing
Oh,
analysis.
the association?
Rainfall decreasing. And how are you today?
I'm
Analysis
leaving
complete.
because I
Displaying
waved to that
data.
association player.
We've got contact from an association member. Careful. They could be up to something.
I was considering going for it.
Weather's gotten better.
I'm not going to let an association
Weather
player.
resistance falling. I advise
I
using
mean-
a ceiling.
I'm not going to fight them.
Detected by a chaser.
They're in a Birdwatcher
And
+1.
has
They would
sustained
absolutely
damage.
win. Since I let them know I was there via a wave, hopefully they will leave me alone, and that'll be the end of it. If they do decide that they want me dead, there's basically nothing I can do about it. I'm not equipped to fight a +1 anything. Even though it's just a Birdwatcher, it's still a blue mech. Like, that's not nothing.
No sign of pursuit. Escape successful. This item is on our wish list.
Regardless of how this test goes, I am definitely not going to do another test today.
Casualties are common in this area.
I can feel my voice is struggling just a little bit. And you gotta be nice to your voice. Especially when you work a job that is almost 100% talking to people on the phone. My voice is literally what gets me paid. Did I mention that I have a new headset?
This is the target of the hunt request.
If you're wondering why I sound so different, it's because I have a new headset. Now, did I buy a new headset solely so I could listen to music on my phone
I detect the faint
and
sound of an engine
listen to the audio
has noticed us. Make a skill prime and
listen to the audio of Synduality at the same time?
Destroyed.
Well, given how specific that setup was,
Chaser
I'm sure you can guess the answer.
This is the target of the hunt request.
This is extremely not for the quality of audio I'm recording. The fact that it's gotten a little better, a pure accident. It was a much more selfish decision.
Like a mild drizzle. Weather resistance has reached critical levels. Return
this is a Turtle Beach Stealth 700 Gen 3. Very fancy. My weather resistance is really low, but I think it's going to be fine. We should have enough to wait out the elevator.
15 seconds until elevator arrives.
Oh yeah, it stopped raining. We're fine. By the way, that's what the sky looks like when it's danger rain time.
Elevator will arrive in 5 seconds.
Those clouds are just fine. That's not a threat.
The elevator is here.
That stuff, that's a threat. Oh no, I was on the elevator. Well, these things happen.
Elevator will descend in 15
Luckily,
seconds.
it is not a far enough fall to deal damage to you.
Restoring fluid. We can recover here.
But don't jump off of it. If you jump off of it instead of walking off of it, you might take damage. I'm not sure.
This level of rainfall shouldn't affect operations.
Well,
I'll debrief you once we're back in the garage.
If you saw this, thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And, you know, be critical, but be chill.
We got lucky out there. Let's hope we didn't use it all up. All right. How about we go over our last... Next is payout details. Let's start by reviewing your AO Crystal haul. Let's cash out our haul. Moving on, here's a rundown of the items you obtained. Looks like you got some valuable items. You even managed to get some items on your wish list. And now let's take a look at the request progress you've made. There's a request sitting at 50%. Check the completion criteria and see it through. Let's also see what progress you've made on any achievements on this expedition. Looks like you made progress on an achievement. That concludes debriefing. Be sure to apply what we've learned.